Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to talk to you about some of the documents that you need when you register your company. In particular, where there's more than one director, in addition to the normal registration document, the share certificates, and of course the securities register, you also need to make sure you have done a shareholders agreement. Now, what does a shareholders agreement do? In essence, it lays out the duties and the responsibilities of each shareholder. It also protects you should there ever be a dispute in the future. It ensures that if one shareholder passes on, for instance, his spouse or his children cannot come on and automatically assume they want a leading role in the business. It also ensures that there are limits to what each shareholder should owe. In their personal capacity, no shareholder wants to be able to pay off company debts. So it's important to have a shareholders agreement. It's important to have one drawn up by someone who knows the right terms and conditions, and it needs to be signed and dated for it to be a legal document. I've had cases in the past where clients have come to me and said, well, I own 40%, the other person owns 60%, I've outlaid so much capital into the business, I think I need more shares. Or there's a dispute between parties and one wants to pull out or to sell his shares, and he's now claiming some huge amount for shares on a business that is barely transacted. Protect yourself, have a shareholders agreement drawn up, and ensure that this does not happen to you. In addition, you can have a memorandum of understanding. Now, this is a simple form of understanding each other. So all the parties will simply subscribe to this memorandum of understanding, and they will detail what their contribution will be, if any profit share will be done, dividends will be paid out, and should there be a dissolution, what happens to the assets of the business. In essence, ensure you have at least a shareholders agreement. The rest of the agreements, which is the memorandum of understanding and even a memorandum of incorporation, should also be there. However, CIPC, when you register your company, will give you a memorandum of incorporation as part of your registration document. That is a standard procedure. It's a standard policy. You can have the long or the short version. You can have a different one for a non-profit company, and you need to ensure that you have that in your possession. Another important thing that is outlaid in the memorandum of incorporation is how many shares have been issued. It's usually either 100 or 1,000 shares. Now, that is what we call the authorized share capital of a company. So it's the starting number of shares. You can then decide to distribute them, but you need to know whether it's 100 or 1,000 so that your share certificate shows the correct total and your securities register shares the correct total. Ensure you have these documents in your possession. Please like our channel, subscribe, and be a constant viewer on this channel.